So, woke up in the middle of the night, started watching the movie Alien Romulus. I'm watching it bootleg. So, the visuals aren't as clear, but if a movie is good, a movie is gonna be good. And if it's so good that I actually want to pay to watch this movie in the theaters, I might as well watch it on bootleg first. Because I only watched the first 30 minutes. Then I fell asleep. The movie wasn't good enough for me to be like, oh man, what's about the, I'm trying to. But you got to give it a chance, right? You got to give the movie. How long do you have to watch a movie before you feel like, when's it going to get good? So, the movie starts and you see that some spaceship grabs a rock and they cut it up, whatever. It ain't nothing spectacular happening. That's how the movie starts. But then you see the first main character, and they're on a planet where they have to mine. I don't know what they're mining, but they're mining something. I think that planet is called Jackson Star. So the girl, she walks around, for conversational purposes, let's make things simple. Black walking around with a black guy. So it's a black girl walking around with a black guy. But the black guy, you notice that something's a little off. You don't know exactly what it is. And then they be eating breakfast. They eat breakfast. He says a dad. And so what you'll notice is that he likes dad jokes. And so he said, I got a seafood problem. Whenever I see food, I eat it. I said, okay, that's a good dad joke. So she walks over to this one place and she wants to get off the planet. And technically, she's supposed to get off the planet. She did 12,000 hours. to get off the planet. Now, as you're watching, you can see the lady that she's talking to, you can see her computer screen. And the computer screen tells her that she's reached a quota. She's reached a number of hours that she's supposed to be able to just be able to get exported off the planet. The lady comes to ask her an irrelevant question. She said, "Where are your parents?" She said, "Where are your parents?" She said, "My parents are dead." The lady starts punching some numbers, and then she tells the girl that you're going to have to spend 5 to 6 more years here. The number of hours jumped up from 12,000 to 24,000. She's lying. She typed the numbers in. She made the numbers go from 12,000 to 24,000. So the girl's like, she don't argue too much, but now she knows that she's not going nowhere. She's stuck on the planet. Now, before she went in, she told the black guy to wait for her outside. When she comes back inside, when she comes back outside, the black guy's getting beat up. So she like, get off of him, da da da, boom, boom, boom. Then this is where you find out the black guy's a robot. And so apparently, from what I can gather, they found the robot and the dad programmed it to look after her. And he also programmed the robot with a whole bunch of dad jokes. This is why the robot always says dad jokes. So dude calls her up and is like, yo, we gotta talk to you about something. So they call her. She come into the room with these other people. And then they tell her what they about to do. They trying to get off the planet too. Oh, here's another thing. On this planet, the sun never shines. So on this planet, they don't know what the sun look like. They don't know what the sun look like. So they tell her, we about to hijack this ship, go over here, get these pods, and these pods, there's some leftover pods. They said there wasn't any more, but there's some leftover pods, and it's enough for us to get in these and then go to the planet that we're trying to go to. So she not all the way down for it, but she like, okay, but what do you need me for? Why am I here? They need her robot. Her robot can do whatever. There's something that her robot can do that they need her robot to do. So the people already done told her that she's gonna have to spend 5 to 6 more years on the planet, which is technically, I guess, illegal depending on how you look at things. The way the lady didn't change the quota. So she just has to go along with the plans. So goes with the plans. They hop on the ship. They bust through the atmosphere, and then for some of them, it's their first time seeing the sun. So they take their ship and then they attach it to some other ship that's floating out there. Oh, it says very bad connection. So they get on the ship, and then, of course, things aren't going to go to plan. So they look at the pods, and he's like, yo, the pods don't have enough fuel. They was like, however much fuel that the pods have, they're not going to get us to the planet that we're trying to go to. So the girl like, okay, we done took this ship. The goal was to come here and get these pods. If the pods were supposed to take us to the next planet. If the pods don't have enough gas to get to the next planet, then abort mission. Dude, like, nah, we came this far. There gotta be some more fuel somewhere else on the plane, on the ship. So the men are on the ship. The girls are on the base and they're just watching them. So they're watching them through the camera. So while they on the camera, well, while the boys are on the ship, the girl's like, I'm pregnant. But don't tell my brother. She said, do you know who the father is? She said, some random guy. But my kid's gonna grow up on a planet and he's gonna see the sun. That's all she wants. She wants her kid to grow up on a planet where her child can see the sun. So the boys go looking on the rest of the ship for fuel now. Now, this is the first 30 minutes of the movie. Nothing has happened spectacular. Nothing that really just captures your attention, but there's been, you gotta start a movie off and you have to have some type of motivation for doing this, that, and the third. So she's gonna get stuck on a planet. When technically she already done enough work to get off the planet. They won't let her. And now they done stole a ship and they're trying to get these pods with enough fuel, and right now they're trying to find some fuel to put it in the pod so that they can escape to another planet where they can see the sun. So far, within the first 30 minutes, would I recommend watching this movie? I fell asleep. I was like, but you know it's supposed to get better. I haven't seen any aliens yet. All I've seen, this one black dude, he's a robot. The other boy, he be picking on him. He don't like the robot. Some people don't like the robots. And so, I'm hoping the movie gets better. I'm gonna give it a chance. So far, you know, like Alien versus Predator, that was good. Now what this also made me think about is the movie Prometheus, because in the movie Prometheus, the boy David is a robot, and it makes me think about him. So I don't even know the black guy's name. I don't know any of them their names. And I'm watching the movie on Bootleg, so right now, would I go to the movies to want to watch this in clear clarity? No. So the first 30 minutes of the movie, for those who plan on watching it, just know the first 30 minutes, it's kind of boring. It's just let's call a thing a thing. All right. Let's try to. I don't want to gas it up. I don't want to say the movie great and go watch it. If you can right now, if you can watch it on Bootleg, I'm saying watch it on Bootleg. First 30 minutes ain't about nothing. Or if you do plan to go see it, and you know how you gotta wait for your popcorn and your drinks, and you know sometimes you want to get to the movies early so you can see what's those things, the trailers for the new movies coming out. If you want to see that, then fine. But if you gotta wait in line for your snacks and your drinks, just know you ain't missed nothing for the first 30 minutes. So just go ahead and get your drinks, go in and get your popcorn, get your popcorn ready. Go on and get your popcorn ready. And yeah. How can you or some one set of trees and another set of trees? Now, the day that I pop up in Jamaica, then it's gonna be safe for you to ask, where you at? Hopefully the trees look different. When I pop up in Italy, and you be like, where you at? Hopefully the trees look different. If I go back to Hawaii and ask, where you at? Hopefully the trees look different. I'm at Yellowstone National Park. They be like, don't go to Yellowstone National Park because apparently there's a volcano over there that hasn't erupted in a while, and it's due to erupt. And when it erupts, it's gonna be like Pompeii. It's gonna be like Pompeii. Okay, so yeah. If you're planning to see the movie Alien Romulus, well, I guess one more other little added fact that I don't know about yet, which now I technically have some research to do before I go watching the movie again. I did not know this. So, if you're going to see Romulus, one of the questions that you might ask is, where did they get the name Romulus from? What does Romulus even mean? Finish it with the pocket rocket. So apparently, in Roman mythology, Romulus is one of the creators or builders of Rome. This is so cool. Because you know, they be like, Rome wasn't built in a day. That's a saying. So apparently, Romulus and his brother Remus are builders of Rome. So I'm gonna do a little, just a little, not too much, research on Roman mythology because I've never heard of Romulus or Remus. But apparently, those are the two builders of Rome. And then we'll see how that ties into the movie.